Everywhere I look, there's a sign of struggle. The mail has been scattered all over the kitchen floor, the stools are overturned. The phone had been knocked off its pedestal, its battery pack hanging loose from an umbilicus of wires. There's a faint footprint at the threshold of the living room, pointing towards the dead body of my son, Jacob. He's sprawled like a starfish in front of the fireplace. Blood covers his temple and his hands. For a moment, I can't move. I can't breathe. Suddenly, he sits up. "Mom," Jacob says, "you're not even trying." This is not real, I remind myself, and I watch him lie back down in the exact same position, on his back, legs twisted to the left. There was a fight, I say. Jacob's mouth barely moves. "And you were hit in the head?" I get down on my knees, like he's told me to 100 times. I notice the crystal clock that usually sits on the mantel now peeking out from beneath the couch. I gingerly pick it up and see on the corner. With my pinky, I touch the liquid of blood and taste it. "Oh, Jacob, don't tell me you used up all my corn syrup again. Mom, focus." I sink down on the couch, cradling the clock in my hands. Robbers came in, and you fought them off?" Jacob sits up and sighs. The food dye and corn syrup mixture had matted his dark hair. His eyes are shining, even though they won't meet mine. "Do you honestly believe I'd execute the same crime scene twice?" He unfolds a fist, and for the first time, I see a tuft of corn silk hair. Jacob's father was a towhead, or at least he was when he walked out on us 15 years ago, leaving me with Jacob and Theo, his brand new blonde baby brother. "Theo killed you? Seriously, Mom, a kindergartner could have solved this case," Jacob says, standing to his feet. Fake blood drips down the side of his face, but he doesn't notice. When he is intensely focused on a crime scene analysis, I think a nuclear bomb could detonate beside him and he would never flinch. He walks towards the footprint at the edge of the carpet and points. Now, at a second glance, I notice the waffle tread of the Vans skateboarding sneakers that Theo saved up to buy for months, and the latter half of the company logo, NS, burned into the rubber sole. "There was a confrontation in the kitchen," Jacob explains. "It ended with the phone being thrown in defense, me being chased into the living room where Theo clocked me." And that, I have to smile a little. "Where did you hear that term?" "Crime Busters, episode 43. "Well, just so you know, it means to punch someone, not to hit them with an actual clock." Jacob blinks at me, expressionless. He lives in a literal world. It's one of those hallmarks of his diagnosis. Years ago, when we were moving to Vermont, he asked what it was like. "Lots of green," I said, "and rolling hills." At that, he burst into tears. "Won't they hurt us?" he asked. "But what's the motive?" I asked. And on cue, Theo thunders down the stairs. "Where's the freak?" he yells. "Theo, you will not call your brother. How would I stop calling him a freak when he stopped stealing things out of my room?" I have instinctively stepped between him and his brother, although Jacob is a head taller than both of us. "I didn't steal anything from your room," Jacob says. "Oh, really? What about my sneakers?" "They were in the mud room," Jacob qualifies.